Well, kia ora tātou. And my role today is to update you on the club's climate change project, not just carbon zero, but actually the positioning that we're taking, and mindful that here we are as leaders of positive social change. And if we look at the issues that are being put top of the list widely in society, but especially when we talk to millennials, it's climate change. So here we are being invited and called to step up, and indeed this club, as we have done many times, is doing exactly that. Thanks, Jeff. So hands up if you read the Sunday Star Times. This is not the Sergeant session, but hands up if you read the Sunday Star Times yesterday. And if you did, you will have seen that the business pages were substantially devoted to the issue of not only climate change, but actually the step of measuring our footprint. And even more importantly, the heading on, if you go back, Jeff, thank you, the heading there wasn't about what businesses should do, but actually the call to individuals to directly engage with the issue of their carbon footprint. And that really is where we're stepping here as a club, and in quite a leading space, because so far as we're aware, no other Rotary club has actually tackled this as a club effort. Let's go on. Thanks, Jeff. So it's a two-part project, and the first part, and you're going to hear quite a bit about this in the Sergeant session, is a project to obtain carbon zero certification as a club. The second part, though, is actually to increase our awareness of our personal actions and decisions and their impacts, and by doing that, equipping ourselves to become wider influencers. It doesn't just stop, if you like, with the boundaries of our club. Thanks, Jeff. So why would we do it? Well, it's an ambitious experiment, yeah? And it's also part of our community service. So the greatest impact, in my view, from doing this will actually come in our ability to be influencers for positive social change. Because we've given it a go, we've learned some stuff, and we're going to do something with that. Thanks, Jeff. Next one. So, I think we might have just skipped a slide there. Right, the first thing is, and Jane and Rob will say this, thank you to everybody who helped by doing the survey at Jumbo Tennis. So we can use all kinds of opportunities to think about our personal impact. And thanks in advance for the survey. You can see it on the tables there. And again, I think Joan and Rob are going to inspire you to action on that. Thank you. So what's next after that? Well, we're going to be giving the project team, Roger, they're coordinating, we're going to give an interim report to the board in May 2019, and expect to be able to update you on that as well. By then we expect to get a calculation of the club's carbon footprint, won't get the audited report, and that's going to give us a sense, so what is it actually going to take by way of action to do something about this? And by then we'll know something around the potential cost in terms of carbon credits, and we've got some options at that point. So this is why this is a live experiment, and be excited to be part of it. There's several options around carbon credit purchase, or it can be direct action, or a combination of the two. Thanks, Jeff. And I think the main message here is let's learn. I think this is a club that has been really at the front end. If you look back over our history, which we're all kind of doing as we come up to the 100 years, we've been really active in exploring new territory and taking on learning. And that's what this is inviting us to do. We have a 3-year contract with around certification, but we have a kind of an off-ramp available to us if we actually find that carbon credits turn out to be more expensive and not feasible for us. We have approved some budget to go into this process, and whatever comes out of that live experiment with Carbon Zero, we'll be looking for club members to act. And just to put in your diaries and perhaps think about bringing others with you, we're going to have James Rennick with us on the 29th of July to talk about the science behind carbon change. So encourage you to get actively involved and pass on, hopefully within the 5 minutes. Thank you.